name is Colin, and today I'm doing another movie review, this time for Stephen King's, or really Mike Flanagan's new movie, Doctor Sleep. Now, you have to understand, I'm a huge Stephen King fan. I mean, so many great books, so many great movies adapted from his work, like The Shawshank Redemption, Stand By Me, Green Mile, and one of my favorite movies of all time, The Shining. It's just one of the greatest horror movies ever made. Everything about The Shining works for me. I have no idea how the hell this movie got panned when it was originally in theaters. Like very mixed reviews when The Shining originally came out, which is just insane because you look at the movie now, it's a masterpiece. But I can understand because I have read the book, and the book is fantastic. And Kubrick, like he left some stuff out. And Stanley Kubrick, he's one of my favorite directors of all time. And The Shining might be my favorite movie of his. That's how great The Shining is. And Doctor Sleep, I was very excited for. I'm a big fan of the director Mike Flanagan. If you've ever seen The Haunted of Hill House on Netflix, fantastic show. You gotta check that out. It's just so good. And Doctor Sleep, I'm a big fan of Ewan McGregor. The Star Wars prequels, he's good as Obi-Wan. So it's like you got to be a big fan of him when he's like one of the only good things about the Star Wars prequels. But yeah, he's great in this movie as Danny. This movie does a great job of continuing Danny's story because remember at the end of The Shining when they left the hotel, you didn't know what was going to happen after that. And Doctor Sleep, they just show it, and the storytelling's really great. The editing's really great. They do some flashback scenes, and they really did a great job making the actress look like Shelley Duvall, especially in the you get a little glimpse like the bat scene, and there's a lot of little Easter eggs and references to The Shining that many fans of the movie and the books there's just so much like little detail put into all this. And I really loved the villain in the movie, Rebecca Ferguson as Rose. She has this hat and she was almost like a witch type figure and she ran this group of basically vampires who fed off the shining of others and just very, you know, very messed up in many ways. Like they have this thing with their eyes where like CGI just in those scenes, it's so beautiful. Like the movie is very well shot, and whenever you have the original Shining music come on, it's so haunting. And you know when you watch a movie and you just get hit with nostalgia when you hear the main score, like for Toy Story, Star Wars, Marvel, that happened with me with this movie. Just like because it really is amazing as a sequel to The Shining, and it's amazing that you can have a sequel to The Shining almost 40 years after the original came out like the facts that it took so long and it was actually ended up being really great. Like this movie's not a cash grab. Like you see the freaking Lion King movie today. I mean, what the hell is that? Come on, it's the same freaking movie. I just hate like when originality is like. I hate these like corporate Disney cash grabs. It just gets annoying at some point. And Doctor Sleep, it's original in its storytelling. It does a great job with the characters. You have the character of Abra, who's a young girl who also has the Shining, is able to communicate with Danny, and they're basically like the only two last of the Shinings really out there, aside from Rebecca Ferguson, who's just such a great villain. I mean, I really think that she could be seen as a great villain in recent years. Like this is just gonna be not a classic, but I feel like whenever people go back and rewatch The Shining in 20, 30 years, there are always going to be people that say, there's a sequel, and it's actually really fucking great. So, yeah, Doctor Sleep, I had some issues with it. It does drag a little bit in the middle, you know. And while had some beautiful cinematography, there was one scene where it was kind of hard to see. I don't want to spoil it, but that might have been a personal issue just based on the theater. And yeah, there were some elements that were a little violent that I didn't like if they were a little over the top, stuff like that. But overall, guys, Doctor Sleep, I gotta say, is one of my personal favorite films of 2019. If I was to compare this to It Chapter 2, I'd say it's better. It definitely is. It Chapter 2, I still love that movie, but it has its flaws, and Doctor Sleep is one of the better Stephen King movies in quite a while. I mean, guys, just if you're a fan of the original Shining or the book or even the Doctor Sleep book, go watch this movie. You will be blown away. It is easily one of the best horror movies I've seen in recent years. Just does such a great job with its characters. The writing's great. The performances are phenomenal. So go out and see Doctor Sleep. On a scale of 0 to 4 stars, I'm going to give it a strong 3.5 out of 4 stars. It's one of my favorite films of the year. And just overall, guys, I could not recommend Doctor Sleep anymore. So thank you guys for watching my review today. Please make sure to subscribe for future movie reviews and movie-related content. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, make sure to share this video with your friends. Thank you guys for watching, and I will hasta la vista.